tarred and feathered with the dust. I gaze up to the mother bone, its highways overrun. It fills me with the shame to speak its tongue.
Oh, hi. I haven't seen you in a while. Which is to say, I haven't been here in a while. It's been what? 6 months? I've been away for a while. Quite a while. I kind of dropped you guys, left you all hanging, didn't say anything. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but tell you what, I'm back now because I got some things to tell you. I'm repeating myself a lot. Don't worry about it. I never go on camera, so it's very unusual for me. So, where have I been? I've been working, actually. I've been doing a lot of music. A lot. I know it doesn't seem like it from my channel, from my frequency of uploads, but I promise there's been a ton of things in the works. In fact, I've been telling you guys this a lot already. Oh yeah, Flair, what you been doing? I've been working on an album, bro. I'm gonna release it soon. Like, no, actually, nope, that album, official announcement, that album's just about ready. It is just about ready to be released. At least in the sense that most of the music's done. Pretty much 95%. 5%'s not there. What a piece of cake. It'll be there soon. But the album's more or less done. It's listenable. It's great. I'm very happy with it, actually. It's a surprising thing to be able to say as a musician is I like the thing I've done, and I am happy to say I like what I've made, and, whenever you guys get to listen to it, I hope you will too. In fact, you know what? Surprise you've been listening to it already. All this background music going on right now that I'm editing in post, and I just thought of doing off the cuff. Instrumentals from my next album. You'll have to figure out what's going on in the real thing later, figure it out for yourself. Buy the album, listen to it, it's gonna be good. But, it's gonna come out soon. I don't have an exact date for you, at least I don't have a confirmed date. I'm hoping May 10th. It's a date with some significance for me. And it's reasonably close enough that, I can say that, hey, that's soon, in 3 months you'll be able to listen to that. And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be called The Open Door. It's gonna have 12 tracks. It's gonna be about 45 minutes long, 48 technically, but ignore those details. But album announcement aside, I have a lot of other things I wanted to go over with. It did finally occur to me that I think most of you don't even know who I am and, why I do the things I do. I haven't said much about myself. I've not really been keen on talking about myself for the most part. And I think it's fairly obvious and fairly apparent from this appearance right now that I'm really not that comfortable in front of the camera. I mean, talking, kind of going off on a monologue, just rambling, that's easy. Being able to hold an audience's attention, hopefully I'm not boring you guys, obviously, but we'll pass that over. But, I'm not really a public person, and yet this is what I've chosen to do. So, who are you, Flair? Who are you, why are you here, and what do you do? Well, like you guys know, my name's Flair, but my real name is Sean Gorder. I am 24 years old, 25 by the time you get this video. In fact, it's going to be uploaded on my birthday, February 14th, so, I'm 25 years old. I've been doing music for a very, very long time. I started playing piano when I was 6 or 7, something thereabouts. I studied music in Boston, Berklee College of Music for a little bit. I've been doing production for maybe 10 years now, really amateur stuff when I started, etc., etc. And I like rock music most of all, which is probably strange for you guys to hear, but deep down, I'm a rocker at heart. I really, really want to create thought-provoking music. And I don't mean music that is, artsy in some nebulous fashion, like, oh, look, I've created art, I've created a music piece that explores the nature of the cosmos. I don't mean that. I mean something that's beautiful, something that really grips your heart. You might have heard the dog barking. If you didn't, whatever, ignore this part. I'm staying over at family's right now. I'm not even in the States right now, but hush hush. secret bunker. But yeah, I want the music I make to represent that fine balance between order and chaos that brings meaning in life, that brings you to your flow state as a human being. I want to make music that enlightens people to the possibilities in the world. I want to make art that represents transcendence, divinity in a sense, things like that. It's hard to explain. It's hard to quantify. It's hard to be able to really grasp it until you've experienced it. So, hopefully I do that for you. Hopefully, it affects you in that way. And if it has, I'm very glad. It brings me joy to bring you joy. Musically, yeah, I've been silent for the last 6 months-ish, but the last thing I did release, hopefully you guys saw it. If you're subscribed to me, hopefully you did, but I released an album called So Far, which is just a selection of stuff I've done so far. Very creative title, I know. I'm a big fantasy art guy, musician, oh, look at me, I come up with creative titles. But So Far is about 11 tracks. It's a lot of different styles. It's a lot of different things, and if you haven't heard it already, I hope you do, because it's got a lot of influences stylistically that I've been trying to incorporate for a long time, and I hope it gives you a broader view of what music can be like. I hope it represents to you, whoever you may be and whoever is listening. I'm gonna go off on a tangent on that, but I hope it brings a wider view of the world, and most importantly, I hope the music's good and that it brings you joy, which, is just a repeat of what I was saying before. But So Far was out there, and it's been out for 6 months, and it's out on Spotify. So if you listen to me on Spotify, you find me there, go take a listen to it. Go add that to your collections, your playlists. I don't personally, really do much Spotify. I'm old school. But if that's your thing, come take a listen to me. Lastly, the most insignificant news, which isn't much of news. So because I have mentioned I'm going to be releasing this upcoming album under my real name, that's going to be going up under the name Sean Gorder. Whenever that comes out, you will get all the links. In fact, I might even start putting some links up right now under this description, under this video, in the description. You see, this is how little I do YouTube. I don't even know the lingo off the top of my head. People are really slick with this stuff. It's very surprising to me. But yeah, because I'll be releasing under Sean Gorder, I am actually going to have to take and archive a lot of the old stuff I uploaded under my real name back when I was just a teenage boy, wee lad, just uploading piano covers and little fun things that I wanted to work on in my own free time. So you're gonna be seeing a bunch of old videos of mine from a different channel start popping up here, start getting re-uploaded. The most familiar one to you might be 2 piano pieces that showed up on So Far. One of them is a jazz waltz version of Sweden from Minecraft, which had a fair bit of popularity. I hope, I hope people still enjoy listening to it. And that popped up on So Far as well. And a different one was a composition of mine called In Her Element, which I originally made for a game, but eventually didn't quite work out. But that's there. And, things like that. Mostly piano. I did a lot of piano stuff in my old days. Trying to break away from that these days. You can see I'm learning guitar. This instrument's hard. It is, yeah, I guess everything's hard when you come from piano. Piano's not like any other instrument. Oh, I said last announcement, but I suppose there's one more. It's more like a PS. I'm doing video game music for another game in development. No details on that. I can't tell you what the game is because it's not been announced. I can't tell you anything because it's not public in any regards. I've just been contacted privately and asked to do music, and I was like, yeah, sounds interesting. Sign me up for it. Hopefully, someday I'll be able to tell you guys more about it. And until then, mum's the word. But one day, you guys can look forward to buying a game on Steam or something and be like, oh, it's soundtrack from Flare. Hey, is that Between the Lines guy? Look at that. Yeah, fun stuff. But hopefully. It's been 6 months. Hope to see you again soon. Great things coming. And I couldn't be more excited to show you all. All right. Take care.